Super Saiyan always keeps his pride.
Привет, друзья! Anatoly, the Soviet Super Saiyan here, with another discussion video, because the first one went over a lot better than I expected, so, here we are again. Now, the topic for today, if you didn't see in the title already, is the VB paradox. And we'll get to that in a second. I figured you want something in the background. I'll go through Ultra Space Time Rush, be just playing that because I need to grind it, so back to it, the VB paradox. What is the VB paradox? Well, in my mind, it is the conditions of the game that have been set up in a way where it is impossible for Majin Vegeta to drop without disappointing the community. Now, here's why I came to this conclusion. Think about this. There are only 3 power levels that Majin Vegeta could arrive at in comparison to VB. And it seems pretty obvious, but he could either be weaker than him, stronger than him, or on the exact same level as him. Now, let's just go through why I think each one of these situations, which he inevitably will be in one of, is going to disappoint the community. Let's say Majin Vegeta comes out and he's just noticeably worse than VB. They decide that, it's just the power level they set with VB is way too high and they want to bring it back down again. Every person who was hyped for Majin Vegeta now feels shafted because this LF is coming out and it's not even the best one in the game. There's one that's noticeably better than it. And if it's worse than VB is, then he's not going to be an answer in any way to VB. So if they decide that they want to, keep the power level down a little bit more, well, then they disappoint everyone when he comes out weaker. Now let's say he comes out on the exact same level. Well, maybe a few less people are upset because they don't feel as, shafted by the fact that he's worse, but if he's on the same level, then, now we have 2 characters, to be on the same level as Vegito Blue, you have to be a cancerous character. So that would mean we have 2 absolutely cancerous characters in the game now, and, people will just probably be unhappy about that now we have 2 of these characters that make the game almost unfun to play at times. So, so if he comes out at that same power level, now we just got twice the problem as we do now with Vegito Blue. And let's look at the hell tier situation. The final one I said that, for the love of God, I would sell my soul to ensure it doesn't happen, that Majin Vegeta is somehow better than VB. Think about what I just said for a minute. There's a character who is so definitely, stronger than Vegito Blue that we could say he's just better than him. The game dies. The game, if you make a character notably stronger than Vegito Blue right now, and especially one as rare to pull as an LF, the game fucking dies. Whales get it no matter what, and then I don't even know, I can't in my mind picture what would be worse than Vegito Blue. I'm in a horrible place in my mind right now thinking of the hellscape that character must come from. But so, if you're in Dimp's position now, what would you do? I'm not really sure what you could do because you obviously can't really keep up with the power level. You can't exceed the power level. That because VB's power level was a mistake, so you definitely can't go above that. But then, if you go underneath it, trying to bring down the meta, you can't do that. It's not possible. VB's already there, and he's the barometer by which everything else is measured. So if you release him weaker, then you just piss off the entire community that's been waiting for him for a long time, myself included. And the thing is, though, you can't really make him just as good as Vegito Blue either, because maybe that's the only sweet spot there is. Maybe they make him exactly as powerful as Vegito Blue, but somehow, counters Vegito Blue. But then the problem is who would be countering him at that point? Now we've just gone from, Vegito Blue is the problem in the meta to Majin Vegeta is the problem in the meta. And nothing really changes, we just got a different face to it all. I don't know, I've been thinking about this all day. It honestly makes me a little sad because I fucking love Vegeta. I love Vegeta so much. And this is such a hype LF, but I just can't help but feel that, unless, maybe Dimps and Supreme Chancellor Toshi find a way to pull it off and surprise us in bringing out an LF that's unique in a way where he counters out Vegito Blue or say maybe Fusions and God Key and stuff as a whole really well, but isn't super overpowered versus the meta as a whole. I don't know, maybe that's the ideal situation. Like, I never really thought about that before I just started rambling, so I don't know. That's all I really had to say. I'm hoping that, you know, Dimps finds a way around the VB paradox. And if they do, good on them, but we'll see tonight when they, you know, first when they reveal, you know, all his, you know, abilities and, you know, and stuff, and then Wednesday when he drops and people get actually, you know, put boots on the ground and test him out. But you know, that's like I said, that's all I gotta say. If you stuck around this far, you know, maybe throw me a like. I love seeing them thumbs on the page. You know, let me know what you guys think, because you know, I'm sure there's another perspective on this I'm completely missing. So I'd love to hear it if you have it. And you know, if you haven't subscribed yet, there's about half y'all who watch these who, you know, aren't subscribed yet. Maybe today's the day you do it. I don't like to show that shit a lot. This will be the last time I do it for a while, but think about it. It makes my day every time I get a new subscriber. You know, I hope you guys had a great time watching this video. You know, maybe got to think about something you didn't think of at first. But until next time I see y'all, peace.